Alright, Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon doing a butt ton of Steelbooks this month. That's most of my buys have actually been Steelbooks. But let's just get started. I will do the Nightmare Before Elm Street next, or the first one technically. But since I already opened up Conjuring to watch it before the next movie, Thick Plastic is basically the iconic scene where she's looking down the stairs and the clock is always stopping at 3:07. It's a pretty simple Steelbook, as you could tell, all black, and it's very matte, not glossy. Of course, all you do get is the 4K disc, and that's what it looks like. And you can tell from the interior, it's the scene where they're in the basement and the chair is upside down, as you can tell. If you haven't seen the movie, it's a fantastic freaking film through and throughout. The Conjuring is a kind of a horror masterpiece, like in my opinion. It is kind of on that level. All right. Let's just start off, right? Let's just start with the big sucker, right? Amazon, I think it's an Amazon exclusive. The Nightmare on Elm Street 7-disc collection. It comes with, of course, the 7 movies. And it does come with 3D glasses for Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Too bad they couldn't really give you a true 3D experience. They had to give you these cheap-ass glasses. It is what it is. But let's open this sucker up. It's actually pretty cool. There's actually like burn marks on the case of the sweater. So that's pretty dope actually. So let's just continue on and open this sucker up. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. As you can tell, like I said, it's kind of popping out right there and all around as well, like right there. And that's what we get, and right there as well. So pretty cool. You got the color, it looks pretty fantastic. You take the paper off, it's still thick paper, so that's a win-win. And let's see how this opens up. Oh, there is no opening. It's basically right there, and on the other side are all of the steel books right there. So it makes it pretty simple. All right, let's do the first one. We got Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. That's what you got on the cover. The back is hard to tell, but it's hand going through. I'm going to... certificate of authenticity. There's only 15,000 of these made, and I got a pretty low number, 184. So that's pretty cool. I got a pretty low number, so that's pretty awesome. Anyway, so of course, I don't think I'm going to take the discs out, but as you can tell, red disc, and it's Freddy, I would say in the basement, or you kind of say like in the cellar, not even in the cellar, basically a warehouse where it's all heated galore. So that's what we have for that one. I'm actually excited. I got a pretty low number for that one. So that's pretty cool. All right, the second one, Freddy's Revenge. This is what this one looks like right here. And on the back, we have the girls playing jump rope. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. And it looks like we are just going to get straight up all red discs. And shower scene with the glove in the shower. So that's what you get for the second movie. For the third movie, we are getting Dream Warriors. Warriors! Warriors! That's actually kind of a cool one right there. I actually like that one the best right now. And that's what the back of that one looks like. Looks like you get one big old, so another red disc right there. And this one, though, the interior is the lamest of all of them. That's what you get for the interior of the Steelbook. So that's what we have for that one. Number 4, we get the Dream Master. A pretty cool one as well. Like, pretty cool Steelbook how it looks. You see the colors. So that's the most colorful-esque one when it comes to like that rainbow thing right there. And on the back, pretty grotesque. He's like, ah, help me, help me. All right, let's open this up. Of course, red disc as well. And this one is now Freddy's really looking at you. He really wants to look at you. All right, so that's what we got for the fourth one. Number 5, we got the Dream Child. And this one, we have, I don't think I've seen this one, honestly, so I can't really give a lot. But this one, again, has a little bit more color. The color is starting to get more popping. You have the stroller right here in a big bubble. And that's what you got. And on the back, we have that child. So let's open this bad boy up. And you have, of course, Freddy behind a girl saying, ooh, I want you. I want you bad. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. All right, that's what we got for the 5th one. Number 6, we have Freddy's Dead. And we have almost like a 3D looking one where he's like, look at my claw. Look at my claw. And on the back, of course, we have an old man right there. And let's open this up. Oh, this is the one where we get the 3D glasses. See, that's the kind of 3D glasses we get. We're going old school with this one, guys. Then we have, of course, what's it? Oh, yeah, the Final Nightmare. Yep, there we go, right here. And just Freddy just chilling like a villain. I am curious what the special features are for this one, because I really don't see a list of them. And, of course, last one is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And this is where Freddy gets a complete different makeover, if you want to put it that way. And what we have is New Nightmare right there. And then we have, the tongue coming through the foam. So it does make me wonder, do I get rid of my other Steelbook, the first Nightmare on Elm Street? Because I don't know the special features for this one. They really don't give the special features. They do have the Nightmare on Elm Street. Dream Child is unrated. All other ones are rated R. And for the special features, it says blood-curdling special features. I really do wish it gave us the special features. Oh, wait. No, that's not it either. Oh, well, I tried. But anyway, it's overall pretty sweet collection, if you ask me. It will go high up on the shelf somewhere. It's have the Superman collection, Rambo, Game of Thrones. And up there's the Sean Connery collection. So we got a bunch of them up there. Where's it going to go? I don't know. So anyway, let's continue on with going with Krull, right? I haven't seen this one, but this is a mix of Star Wars and Highlander apparently, but we will see what this one looks like. So let's open this up. Thick paper. It's a very much matte. A lot of good colors though. We have the purple, the greens. I think that's the best part right there is kind of the green lasers. Yeah, you can tell right there on the back, looks like a hand is holding some type of orb or a planet. That's what it looks like right there. Of course, you get a digital code. The 4K disc looks like this. And then the Blu-ray disc looks like that. So that's what we have there. And that is what the interior of this one looks like. All right, that's what we have for that one. Bam. Bam, and put this sucker back. All right, next one. Let's try the Jaws one, right? Because I think the Jaws one's probably the better ones. I guess you could say because it's an older school one. A lot of different special features. I'm a little bit bummed that Back to the Future is coming out with another one again. It's like I understand that we want to keep doing these anniversary ones, but let's get these newer ones that haven't been on 4K or Steelbook. Or what Shout Factory's doing is like they'll release something like a year later. Oh, here's a Steelbook version. It's like, man, don't do that. Anyway, this one is matte. Fantastic looking cover. You got the blues, the reds, the people on the cover, the boats, the sharks, whole 9 yards. Good mixture. Then, of course, no swimming, hazardous area. Beach is closed. Oh, there's the digital codes. That's what it looks like right there. And this is a 3-discer. It looks like the actual at 50 is its own disc. So that's what that one is right there. Then, of course, you have the Blu-ray disc, which is right there. And, of course, you have the 4K disc, which is right there. And, of course, the iconic, oh, my God, what are we doing with our lives? Because we're about to die by a shark. A shark is about to eat us alive. So that's interesting that the special features on its own special disc. So I think that's actually a pretty good thing to do. I like to see when these discs are actually made. 2025, good. Making sure it's not like, oh, this was made in like 1992. It's like, how dare you? There were no discs in 1992 like this, Chase, you idiot. All right, I want to keep that one for later. Let's do Chainsaw Man. Why not? Again, I just bought this because I was like, why the heck not? It looks like a crazy-ass anime. And even though I'm not the biggest anime person, but this is volume 1. Of course, you have the blood spatter of when this is taken out. And looks like it is a 2-discer. That's the 2 discs are pretty the same. And the Chainsaw Man and some, I think, Demon Lady is watching a movie. And on the back, it looks like there's a lot of red blood. But overall, that's what it looks like right there. Pretty fun steelbook overall. So this is Chainsaw Man Volume 1. Let's now go with Night of the Living Dead. 30th anniversary as well. Includes uncensored version. First time ever. So that's pretty cool, right? I would have to agree. I think it's the one with Tony Todd, if not mistaken. From like 1990. I think it's Tony Todd, right? Yes, no, maybe so. It is Tony Todd. Let's go. All right, paper is pretty dang thick. Again, this is a more of a matte one, but nice colors overall. You do have, of course, the darkers right here leading to the house, and we have the nice blues, blacks, and reds as well. Then we have, looks like a mother who is holding a doll that wants your freaking brains. So this is what it looks like from the outskirts. So let's take the digital code out because I'll be using it. Then we have the 4K disc, which is right there. And then we have the Blu-ray disc, which is right there, which is the same as the back cover. And on the interior says there is a fate worse than death. And what they're saying is, of course, becoming a freaking zombie, yo. Yeah, that would be pretty terrifying, honestly, to become a zombie. I wouldn't like that. I would not like that at all. I don't think anyone would really, honestly, unless you're like a masochist, like just mess up in the head. All right, now let's go with Corpse's Bride, actually another older one that did get a newer release. I thought this was going to sell out, honestly, but unlike like Superman sold out, Ballerina sold out, Night of the Living Dead sold out, that Jaws one sold out, but Corpse's Bride did not. It looks like this one you get paper as well as a slip. And it looks like the slip is all, you get those eyes right there, as well as a lot of butterflies. And the butterflies do extend to the back. Of course, you have the Corpse Bride right here. And then on the back, you have Johnny Depp's character right here. You can tell it's very minimalist color, but I like it. You have the dark blues, the whites, and just the normal blues as well. And so this is what the steelbook looks like on the outskirts. Of course, you get a digital code. In this one, you only get a 4K disc, which is right there. And then the interior is a bunch of characters from the movie. And it looks like Corpse's Bride's family, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen this movie in quite some time, so I could be misleading you guys. And if I'm misleading you guys, I am super duper sorry about that. All right, with that, we have 4 more to go. Oh my goodness. This was a steelbook month and a half, if you ask me. Let's go with Elio for this one. This was a fine movie, nothing more, nothing less. I'm glad Disney's at least trying to put some of these out on Blu-ray and getting us to actually have physical media, because there was rumor they weren't going to do it, but now they're actually bringing back some weird ones with 20th Century Fox. Anyway, sticky paper, so you're not going to get the whole thing off, but this is the first one that's been very glossy, as you can tell from the purple and the whites and the clouds. Very gorgeous, actually, looking movie. And on the front, you do have Elio in the grass, right? Or on the beach. I lied. He's on the beach. And you do have the nice purple white landscape up top as well. And when you open this up, I'm getting very lazy. Ooh, mine is dent. So that's what you get overall. Pretty good. Again, why not make the spine interconnect with the front and back? Just makes no sense. It really makes no sense. Anyway, you have the 4K disc, which looks like this. And then you have the Blu-ray disc, which looks like that. And then you have a digital code. And then the kind of the iconic scene where they're going through the water scene, the alien as well as the boy. Yeah. That's what you get for this one. Not bad overall. Like I said, I'm just more happy that companies are actually putting these out on physical media. Just happy about that. I cannot not be happy that they're actually trying. You know what I mean? All right, 3 more left. I know which one I'm saying for last. We'll do 28 Years Later. I find it very fascinating that the new one is coming out in January, and it's directed by a director who did The Marvels and the new Candyman, so I'm a little bit nervous. And I won't lie, this movie was fine, honestly. The ending was his biggest WTF moment. Hopefully, the sequel will really get into Ralph Fiennes' character, because sometimes Alex Garland, he does not know how to end a movie. And I'm sorry, him and Danny Boyle did not know how to end this one. We'll see where it goes, though. Interesting, as you can tell for the paper, it is, actually top and bottom. And what is good, the paper actually matches the skull on the top. So that's also a positive. But the Steelbook itself, pretty simple. You have white and black skull and white and black island with zombies running towards it with the biohazard symbol. And because it's that simple, it does match the cover. So I give that a positive overall. And then we have the 4K disc, which looks like this. And then we have the Blu-ray disc that looks like this. And then this is handing off the skull from one character to another. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a very pivotal moment of the movie. And it's actually one of the better parts of the movie, if you ever seen this one. So that's a good choice overall, in my opinion. Let's go with Ballerina as the second to last one. There was a Walmart and Amazon exclusive one. And personally, just looking at the front cover, the Walmart one looked hella better. And that one kind of sold out, and Walmart kind of screwed me over because I had my card, and they're like, oh, declined. I'm like, I have like a $30,000 limit with nothing on it, Walmart. Like, why are you declining my shit? Anyway, we have that right there. What that looks like, of course, Lionsgate is the best one when it comes to Steelbooks while making it, completely fantastic. And this is actually the dance scene where she's in the ice, as you could tell, like the dancers in like one of her first missions. So it's very simplistic colors with the blacks, blues, and whites. And on the back, of course, the simple Ballerina cover. Even though you're devoted to that, you do have the nice background as well. And as Lionsgate, it's not perfectly matched, but I think it matches well enough. We have the digital code. Then we have the 4K disc, which is right here. And then we have the Blu-ray disc, which is right here. And then you do have the badassery flamethrower scene, which is right there. All right, so last but not least, we have the Superman movie, James Gunn one. And some people either love it, and I know some people that absolutely despise it, and they think it's dumb as shit. What spectrum are you on? So let's open this sucker up. Here's another one that did sell out pretty quick, though. And Amazon has been a little bit dickish of getting these movies in time. I was actually shocked. I got all of these pretty damn simple. Even if you like pre-order it like months in advance, you might not even get it. Thick Steelbook, there we go. And so let's open this sucker up. And you do get... Okay, I see what they're doing. Basically, it's a closed door, halfway open door in the Arctic. And that's what you get on the back. Nothing on the slipcover. But you do get the ice as well. Oh my god, WB did it. Look at that. It matches. Even though it's kind of disproportionate, honestly. But I'm just thankful that we have a matching freaking Steelbook overall. Of course, you get the digital code. You do have the 4K disc, which is kind of this brownish color. And then you do have this Blu-ray, which is yellow. And then you have Superman coming out of the cave. Kind of very piss poor, honestly. That is not a good interior cover whatsoever. And so there we go. That is September Steelbooks. Holy moly, macaroni and cheese. That is a lot of them. But yeah, overall, my movie buys this month were pretty minimal. I applaud myself for that because I really need to stop and just smell the roses and maybe save some money. But what do? I'm an idiot. Did you like my movies? Chase like the Blue Futon, like, comment, subscribe. I know this Butantopia. Your Blue Futon. Thank you for watching. A great day. I'm going to watch this today, tomorrow, a week, from a month, a year from now. Obviously, go freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And what did you think of these Steelbooks?